You're listening to the BNI Effect, the podcast for Brisbane entrepreneurs who believe in givers gain. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach specialising in sales and leadership. But today I'm your host and fellow BNI member, bringing you another exciting episode. In this episode, I get to chat with a Brisbane BNI member to explore their biggest wins, biggest lessons, and how you can get the most out of your BNI membership. This is episode number 119, and today's guest is Phil McGrory from Searic International. Welcome, Phil.
Hi Tony, how's it going?
But it's going very well. Let's kick it off with having a chat about the best referral that you've either given or received through BNI.
I'll go with the most interesting one.
Okay, good.
I was reached, had asset finance manager in Melbourne reach out. He had a client in Sydney who was wanting to import a $100,000 piece of equipment from Canada. And as an asset finance guy, he needed to know how much money they would need altogether. So they need to work out the shipping costs. So he looked up BNI Connect for a customs broker, found me, reached out, and we were able to give them all the costs and everything that they'd need. And in the end, we got the work. And what's interesting to me about it is also at that particular time, I didn't have an agent in the region of Canada it was coming from. So I myself went to BNI Connect, reached out to an agent that I found there through BNI Connect, and they were able to help. And in fact, coincidentally, they had dealt with supply many times before, so knew all about their shipping requirements. So yeah, just one. I found out then, yeah, it's not just a small world; it's pretty much a BNI world as well.
It sure is. And I think you'll find BNIs in about 76 countries
Mm,
across the world. There's 350,000 odd members, and it's a really powerful connection, that BNI family.
it is, yes, and yeah, for me, dealing internationally, yeah, I've managed to make quite a few really good contacts through BNI Connect.
Fantastic. And what a great story. Thank you for sharing, Phil. How did you first discover BNI?
Well, my wife Sharon, who's part of BNI as well, but before either of us had heard of BNI, she was working at a freight depot, and the accounts lady there had a husband who had his own business with water coolers and water bottles, and he was part of BNI Gateway, and they were having a big visitor drive, so they were all sending out like 20 letters each. So I was one of the businesses he picked to send the letter out to invite along to this visitor day. Unfortunately, Australia Post didn't get it to me till 2 weeks after the Visitors' Day. So I rang him to apologise, and he said, "No worries, come visit anytime." So yep, I rocked up to the next meeting.
Fantastic. So how long ago was that, Phil?
That was 2014. So
Okay, so 2014. So you went along to that next meeting. So what was that meeting like?
it was my previous experience with networking with things like Chamber of Commerce and freight forwarding, customs brokers, conventions, and things like that, where it's all pretty much just a lot of milling around and chatting, and often end up finding on your own, or talking to yeah about random stuff. So what really impressed me was yeah, how quickly it moved, how well it stuck to the agenda. It started on time and finished on time, and in between they covered a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, I was very impressed.
Okay, so that was the first meeting. So then
Mm.
from there, when did you decide that BNI was going to be part of your business growth or
Oh, pretty
business
much there
development?
and then I
Okay.
decided that yeah, I'd been looking for yeah to grow my business, and I immediately clicked with it.
How
Yeah.
long into your BNI journey did you realize that BNI was going to be the marketing tool for your business?
Oh, pretty much as soon as I worked out I could get Sharon in here. So
So when was that?
so that was about 3 months after. I thought she'll be much better at this than I am. So we sort of swapped places, and
Yes.
and she ran with it.
Fantastic. And so the rest is history, right? That was from 2014 to
Yeah,
now, which is
I was absent from BNI. It was all Sharon for until 2022 when I joined BNI Corporate.
and so now you're both part of it, right? So
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Sharon now being responsible for her own region, which is exciting.
Exactly. Yes. Yep.
All right. What is it that you do consistently, Phil, that brings you results in BNI?
Well, mainly it's just showing up. Like I have a really strong attendance record, and I try and give a different example each week of what we do, so people get a good understanding of our business. Um, and I do a lot of one-to-ones. And also, like with Sharon, we don't Google when we need something for the business or personally. We go straight to BNI, and that's a good way we get referrals. Also, is just by utilizing people's services ourselves.
Fantastic. On the flip side, what is it that you see people do that causes mistakes that perhaps holds them back from, maximizing the BNI opportunity?
I think sometimes not committing to it fully, approaching with, oh, let's just see how it works, and yeah, again, not taking that attendance seriously, so they don't get to build up the trust and, reputation of being a reliable person, etc. Also, just wanting quick results rather than taking the time to build the relationships, because I found that's where the best referrals come from, is when people know that you will do the job for them because you've been reliable yourself, yeah, they're more willing to refer to you.
So it's about playing the long game too, isn't
Oh,
it?
exactly, yes. And
Being patient. Yep.
definitely, because my game, there's not many people in the room that needs a freight forwarder. So it's often not the people that I'm speaking to week. It's someone they'll bump into a function 6 months, 8 months down the track, or at a barbecue who'll mention something about shipping, and then they'll say, "Yeah, I know Phil." So, but once I do get the referral, often it's compounded because they will often be repeat business. So over time, it's built, but it has been that patience that's, yeah, helped get the results for me.
Fantastic. So give us a brief overview of Searic International. Phil, what is it that you actually do? What are the services you provide?
So we do international shipping for commercial shipments, import and export, air freight and sea freight. We're also a licensed customs brokerage, so we can deal with all the customs formalities in-house. We can also give advice to people prior to move, which we always recommend too, especially when it comes to importing. There's a lot of regulations covering a lot of different things. So we can often help people avoid the pitfalls of having something arrive and then have all sorts of issues. We can have them avoid that from the start.
And you were telling me off air the name, how you came about the name of your business. So just share with the viewers and the listeners how you came about the name of your business.
Yeah, it's pretty much just the our two boys' names, Sean and Patrick, just joined together. And as I said, it's handy that Sean starts with SEA, and so it works towards the freight side as well.
That was my immediately thought. I thought, oh, okay, it's got something to do with the sea, but there you go. Thank you for sharing. What makes your business different, Phil?
Well, my experience mainly is, and we're small and boutique, but I've been in the industry for over 40 years now. I've been a licensed broker for over 35. So there's not much that I haven't seen and done, and able to help people with that. And the other thing is that people who deal with our business are always able to talk to me. Yeah, it's not like I'm in a boardroom somewhere or, off in meetings all the time. They can usually get a hold of me, and I can give them uh, advice straight up.
And what's a common problem that your clients face, and how do you solve it, Phil?
Uh, well, dealing with overseas, a lot of the problems can be communication and language barriers. Not being the our client able to get across to their supplier what exactly they need, whether documentation wise or otherwise. But with our network of agents, all the people we deal with have strong English skills, so we're often able to explain what's needed, and then they're able to talk to the suppliers in their own language to achieve the result.
Who's an ideal referral for you right now?
We're really good. I think anyone that's looking at importing or exporting for the first time, we're really good with new importers and exporters, helping them understand, because usually it's just all a fire hose of information of everything they need to know, and our experience helps us step them through what they need to know, when they need to know it, and just guide them by the hand through the process. So yeah, we're very good at making it easier for them.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing. I want to play a word association game now, Phil. I'm going to
Okay.
say a word and I'm looking for an immediate response from you. The
Yep.
first word is networking,
BNI,
referrals,
business,
success,
freedom,
coffee,
strong,
givers gain,
building trust,
sport.
golf,
What's the handicap?
very high.
That was an extra question. Team,
Sorry,
team,
BNI corporate.
Yeah, and BNI.
is family to us.
Amazing. If you could give one piece of advice to someone who wants to grow their business through networking, specifically BNI networking, what would it be, Phil?
uh, it would be that patience to give it time to build the relationships, because you want the kind of client that is coming to you on trust. That yeah, so expecting to show up for a few weeks and then get all this work is not realistic, because people aren't going to refer because it reflects on them. So they need to be confident in you before they're willing to hand over their associations to you as well. So that's the thing, just being patient, give it time to develop.
Yeah, great advice, Phil. And the key word there is trust. You're not going to build trust
Exactly.
in
Yes.
a couple of weeks. Trust is built over time. Trust is earned.
Absolutely.
So, great explanation and answer. Thank you. What's one exciting thing that's happening in your business right now that you'd like the listeners or the viewers to know about?
Well, yeah, we have a lot of new construction going on in Queensland. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of work with importers for builders and construction companies. So that's been exciting for us. Yeah, all sorts of building materials coming through.
Fantastic. How can listeners learn more about your business or get in touch with you, Phil?
Through our website, which is searic.com.au. They can reach out by emailing info@searic.com.au, and also, of course, on BNI Connect.
Fantastic. Thank you, Phil. Well, look, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. Many thanks to today's guest, Phil McGrory, for sharing his insights with us and showing us what's possible in BNI. If you're a BNI member, perhaps there's an idea that Phil shared that you can implement over the next week. And if you're a visitor to BNI, I hope you've seen how powerful this community really can be. Subscribe to hear or view more real stories from Brisbane BNI members. And until next time, give more, trust more, grow more.